You know, we talked about how he was on Theo Von's podcast. And on our members podcast I did yesterday, I was trying to find some interesting material. I was watching them speak. And this part stuck out to me. I thought this was really interesting.
We've been able to replicate with 10 other people with Tourette's.
Get into the program and get better.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, we created a special thing just for people with Tourette's. And this is the crazy thing. So it took me like a year and a half to get down 90%, as I was describing. Guess how fast it's been replicated?
I was saying, I hate when they do this, bro. He's not your fucking pony. He makes them guess. He plays along.
I don't know.
Take one guess.
He says, you have to guess. He doesn't want to guess. Nobody likes the guessing game because it's either too high or too low, and it takes the fun out of it.
Oh, you idiot. You guessed wrong. Fucking moron. You rube.
Yeah, you were way off, idiot.
Way off,
way over.
dumbass.
You ruined it. They go, how much? Guess how much this cost? I don't know, $1,000. Bro, you ruined it. It's only $200.
You are wrong.
It's even, it's rough when it's something that's impossible as well.
He has no idea. How's theovon going to know how long it took your dumbass to cure Tourette's? Well, here it is.
7.
7.
7 what?
He's doing a joke, bro. Just please. He's trying to salvage your boring ass. Don't make me pull up Subway Surfer.
7 days a week.
I don't know.
Like 7 months?
Yeah, I think so.
4 hours.
Oh, wow. Jesus, man. I hate this.
Oh, wow.
People can get rid of using this, can get rid of Tourette's in 4 hours.
Hold on. No, they can't. They really?
No.
So
he's so funny. I love him.
It's not buying.
He's being really amicable this whole time, but even that claim made theovon be like, what?
He was like, what?
So if you were wondering if this guy's a scam artist or not, he just said he can cure people's Tourette's in 4 hours.
Kid you not, it was probably one of...
That sounds like something I would say.
I'm dead serious. So I want to be really clear. It's not saying anybody can get rid of their Tourette syndrome. I'm saying people that had severe Tourette syndrome, that had tried tons of different things, that deeply wanted to get rid of it and end it for them.
This to me is so obscene how he's like, it only works for people that want to get rid of it.
Right.
It's like, who the fuck wants Tourette's? You didn't really want to get rid of it. It's not happening for you. You got to want it. I'm cool walking around screaming the N-word on buses.
It's happening.
The one piece of information that didn't come up during the interview that I wish had was one of the victim impact statements. Here, I'll send it to you right now. Actually was from a victim that went through the Tourette's program.
Ooh.
Yeah, and described it as being like just horribly abusive. And,
ooh.
Yeah, here. Oh, wait.
Oh, man. You think he'll come back on? Email him. Say, hey, you want to hop on? Do it.
No. He's not coming back on.
He might. He's desperate for any attention.
Have a good night.
Here's one of the victim impact statements. When I was told I was a candidate for participating in NXIVM's Tourette study, I believed it was a legitimate medical study, and I was hopeful that this study would help my Tourette's. 4 hours. Clearly, you did not want it.
Yeah, they didn't want it. That was their problem. They have a victim mentality.
I love fucking shaking my head so hard that I have headaches, migraines.
Right.
But I didn't want it enough. I literally giving myself, because I do this shit with my wrists, I'm literally giving myself carpal tunnel.
Ooh, that does suck.
My fucking, my nerves, if I pick something up weird, it's like so painful.
Ooh.
This is happening.
That sucks.
Just give me 4 hours, Mark, please, bro. I want it. In fact, there was no medical screening in advance of participation, and I was given no information about the study or its risk. No one informed me that the study, in fact, required me to take ESP, executive, that's their bullshit.
That's their program, yeah.
Intensives. I had no clue that I was going to be required to take expensive intensives that went from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or that's crazy. Or that as a result, I would be obligated to Claire Brofman. Was that the other girl?
That's the Seagram's heiress person, I believe.
Oh.
Claire Rothman. Let me confirm that. Yeah, that was like heavily featured in the Vow documentary.
I felt like the weight of the world was on my shoulders because I needed to overcome my Tourette's in order to prove that this treatment worked. I had to resist the urge to tick at all costs, which is exactly what he said it wasn't. Because I was so afraid to tick and mess up the study, which they told me would also mess up a cure for Tourette's and potentially other medical conditions that NXIVM wanted to cure. On 2 occasions while I was in Albany, Nancy and Mark threatened, oh, we're talking about Mark now. They threatened to send me home. They each mentioned that if I don't start acting better and trying harder, I will have wasted thousands of dollars of Claire's money that she had spent on me and their medical experiment. It was scary, but I couldn't show that because showing fear means something is wrong and I need to be fixed. The study these people did nothing for me except ruin my self-esteem, ruin my mental health, and made me hate myself. It did not cure my Tourette's in any way. What?
They just didn't want it enough.
That can't be. You
just didn't want it enough.
Coward. Try harder. I love that actually Mark got brought into this.
Yeah, I read through it and somehow my eyes just skipped right over the fact that that's Mark.
Yeah, Mark's in this. This guy's actually pretty high up. I feel like he's like very high up involved with all these folks.
Right.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. Oh, well, what a piece of shit. Damn.
Himself.
I really do wish we had that, but okay, we have it now.
It was in there, but
And
it was just,
also,
the whole thing was so freeform. It
was very dense, all the
Yeah.
stuff we had too.
Yeah.
There was just so much.
We went through quite an interview process because we're looking, we were looking for very specific people that, we thought just met a bunch of different conditions that thought, that they would be a good candidate for this. For all of those people, I would say 7 or 8, 2 or 3 out of the 10 are down 70%.
Wow.
And the other 6, 7 are down 90 plus.
Wow.
And what was so neat is that once this started,
neat. It's real interesting to think after reading that victim impact statement that they were just like torturing these people.
Yep.
And like scaring them and brainwashing them that they can't tick or they're fucking going to be buried alive or something. I don't know.
Started happening over the last 4 years. We had this incredible filmmaker who he goes, we got to start filming this. So we started to film it. And so what was so neat is that,
Stop saying neat, bro. It's creeping me out.
I would find someone with Tourette's or someone would tell me about somebody with Tourette's.
Yeah.
And we would go through this whole process to see if they would be a good candidate. And then once we thought if we had, a good candidate, a film crew would go out to their life, film their whole life with Tourette's. They would come work with us in Albany, beat their Tourette's, and then we would go back into their life and film their life without Tourette syndrome.
Dude, he's full-time in Albany. That was their main headquarters. There's this one point, I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but he goes, it's like fat people. They have to really want to lose the weight. Tourette's is the same way. I says, how's that the same? It's a neurological disorder. You could cure, it's like saying you could cure autism if people really want it. You could cure Down syndrome if people really want it. It's like, bro, they're not, it's not fat. It's your fucking brain. Yeah, free my boys, by the way. Mark, I'm with you, brother. Free them all. Free Keith. Here's the exact timestamp of.
From the beginning, it's only a minute.
I'm
of the
afraid that
experts.
it's compelling. Frankly, I don't want. No, I will play it. I'll play it. So it's so obviously a goof.
You can see the fear in your eyes, dude.
I said it because I know that's what he was thinking. He was like, this is so compelling that it's going to change everything.
2 minutes. I'd be grateful if you play that at least.
He's an advocate. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is this alleged FBI malfeasance?
Yeah. It's awesome. So I guess probably don't watch this. It's 2 hours. But actually, Theovon has since talked about him being a NXIVM scammer. So he's Yeah, this was like 5 years ago, man. 2018. So, Jesus Christ. Gun squad? Just trying to get, Jesus. Very inspiring to have a man who beat Tourette's and a man who beat Down syndrome in the same room talking. Anything is possible. I was just curious what people's reception was. This is a great podcast. I never heard of Mark before, but I started digging and learning about ESP program he cited. Okay, the ESP was run by Keith Raniere, who was arrested for child trafficking. Whoops.
Oops.
Oopsie doopsie.